there's been reactions from the fans of the popular musician from Limpopo, King Monada. You'll remember King Monada went and he did a show, and he brought with him an inflatable demonic figure on the stage. It says, if your eye is full of darkness, how great. It's questioning you. How dark do you think you are not seeing? Like, how far do you think you are blind? Now, it's not a question that's waiting for you to answer. No, it's telling you how inside darkness, because it's one of those questions that you are like, okay, what's the answer exactly? If your eye is full of darkness, how great is the darkness? If you are attempting to answer how great the darkness is, something is wrong. Because the answer for that question implies that you know and you are willing to carry the darkness. We've seen some videos of fans of his reacting to it. And I thought, let's go over there, check what they are saying. Strict Reality Show, Daily Christian Commentary videos. Other episodes down today, they'll be down in the pinned comments. And I'm over in the pinned comments. Yeah, just go to the pinned comments. There'll be other videos. So, how's this? What are we saying? So she says, but for her, maybe he will come and explain what that thing is.
After New Year.
So after New Year, maybe he will come and explain for them that don't know.
Yes, that intention.
Having fun? We had fun. And the women that were singing in Kilobedu. Kilobedu, it's a language. It's like Sotho. Down in the deep crusts of Limpopo. When they say, a person is speaking Kilobedu and they say, that thing is nice. Kilokela cow diva. Cow diva. It's a mixture with Venda and what. It's a very interesting language. And so she says, no, we had fun with the Mandams. There were people that were being stepped on as if we didn't buy tickets to get in there, meaning it was packed. So there was drama in that, overcrowding, what, and all that interesting. But having fun. No, they had fun. But what is that thing? And so her question stands at, what is it? Now, I find it quite interesting. She says they'll wait for Monada to come back and explain. Okay, does it become fun after? Like right now you say it's fun, no problem. Does it remain fun if it's demonic? Because, you see, this is what, you are interested in truth if you know how your reaction stands when that thing is then told to you. So you see, when something is told to me, that is a lie. Or when something is told to me, that's not true, that's demonic, I know what reaction I have towards evil. I know what reaction I have when I'm done wrong. I know what reaction I have. Now, for you, sisterhood, and everyone else who is a fan of Monada, no problem. Right now, you don't care about it. And you are going to wait for Monada to come back and explain. I heard that Monada's team responded. They didn't say much. They responded and they didn't care to they responded to the whole chaos and whatnot and didn't seem to be bothered about what people were saying. They didn't really entertain the demonic figure that was on the stage. So now, this is why I'm asking, okay, fine. If they came and responded, right? They came out and responded to what has been said or whatever that thing is. What then does it change? Do you care? I saw a post on socials that was practically just reacting to everything that was said, and someone said that no, they responded, and their response is basically just kind of like just toss it to the side. I think I saw the post right here. Someone had posted that Monada musician Tarata is facing backlash from some fans following this recent performance where particularly Christians, and is it only Christians that should be worried when demonic things are flashed before them? This is why I'm asking. If it's evil, then what is your reaction to that? And if it's gonna be like, okay, we still had fun, and if it just remains fun at that point, you see, if I saw something and I deemed it fun, but then I find that it is evil, I need to watch what my viewpoint on evil is, because something is wrong somewhere when evil is flashed in front of me and I don't see it. The Bible says, if your eye is dark, how dark is it? If your eye is full of light, it says the body will be full of light. Now, that verse tends to confuse many people. What does it mean that your body will be full of light? It means the way in which I'm instructed. You see, it's addressing this. The way in which my body functions in life, the way in which I conduct myself in life, the light dictates for me what life looks like. Now, if you find out that thing is evil, because since you are going to wait for him, you are not going to go online and look up, what is the Medusa? Does it sound like something that you endorse? Does the Medusa sound like something you endorse? Okay? And so, as I was reading this particular post, they were saying, the balloon inflated Tarata symbolized a figure called the Queen Medusa, an alleged demon of Lilith. I don't know where they get that part, but they say they questioned why the artist would include imagery they believed was demonic in the thingy, and so forth. And then they said King Monada has not yet responded to the concerns. Yeah, it's probably going to just toss it to the side. If he responded, right? If he was to respond and he said, oh yeah, it's demonic, what does that tell you about how you direct your life or how you see? If it doesn't change anything, it just becomes, oh, okay, then there's something wrong. Right now you are saying you are waiting for him to respond. If he doesn't, are you going to just remain without having the question, wait, why do they say it's a demonic figure? The Medusa was a demonic thingy. The myth behind it is that this beauty came from a curse that was laid upon. And whoever therefore looks upon her, so with this jealousy that was within the household that the Medusa had, is that she was cursed with this beauty to be ugly. And now it would cause that whenever she's looked upon, the person would freeze and lose their life. They would lose themselves to her, basically. You've seen it in several movies where they play this idea of the Medusa, where they try to fight the demon Medusa without looking at it. They'll make it appear in the windows and because it had no access to them if it could not show them itself to them. You've seen several movies which play around that idea. This is why I'm asking. If he came and he said it's demonic, what does it do for you? And what changes? Now, if he doesn't, are you now going to continue in the ignorance of what it means? Being it that you've heard others saying there is reason for concern, do you just remain in ignorance? Do you just remain in ignorance? It takes me back to that verse. If your body is full of darkness, how great is that darkness? He says, how then continuously will you continue in ignorance to truth? If I see someone saying, hey, they say it's dangerous there, my first question is, what is there that makes that place dangerous? They give me the information, I'm not going there, right? Until I deem it to know what they are saying is not there or is not dangerous. If someone just said to me, hey, you know what, there is a landslide that side, I'm not going to even investigate that, because a landslide can happen so quickly and I can be swiped away. I'm just going to find another route. If someone says, hey, you know what, there was a car that was swept at this river trying to cross here, I don't advise you try to go in. I myself have evidence that water can sweep away a large object in front of it. So the reason why you see houses collapse is not because the water is such an easy, but it's that force that it imposes against a thing, the structure. That thing that seems light, that thing that seems like it shouldn't have any power that thing becomes one of the most important, one of the most powerful forces, and it will move that house that has never moved an inch. At that point, I have information that can tell me you are endangering yourself. Okay, should you find out it's evil, what does it change? Does it tell you that your eye is full of darkness? See, when the Bible said that, if your eye is full of darkness, how great is that? That's what it means. How far do you not see? How far do you not see? How far is it that when things are right in front of you, evil is played out in front of you, and you don't see nothing? That's what that verse means. What changes if you find out it's evil? And how far are you going to? You are an independent person, an individual. You are going to wait for him to come back and tell you what it is. Really? 2025? Oh, we are now 26. It's worse. If we're in 2025, I would understand. You are now in 2026 and you are still waiting for him to come and tell you. You won't do your own research on what is that thing that he put on the thing, and why does he associate himself with that thing? Why does he associate his work with that thing? It's fun. You just want to continue. It's just fun. It's fun. That's why the verse says, if your eye is full of darkness, how great. It's questioning you. How dark do you think you are not seeing? Like, how far do you think you are blind? Now, it's not a question that's waiting for you to answer. No, it's telling you how inside darkness, because it's one of those questions that you are like, okay, what's the answer exactly? If your eye is full of darkness, how great is the darkness? If you are attempting to answer how great the darkness is, something is wrong. Because the answer for that question implies that you know and you are willing to carry the darkness. If your eye is full of darkness, how great is the darkness? Wait, you are in darkness. That's the most important thing. Do you care to find the light? And how does the light, being full in your body, direct you? Go read that verse now. With that idea or with that understanding. Does the light grow greater to instruct your life? I will not be in a place where demons are worshipped. I will not be. Does it come to that? If it doesn't come to anything, there's no conversation. If the darkness, if your eye is full of darkness, how great. You see, you trying to answer the second part of the question. That's not it. You've missed it. You've missed it. The point is, darkness is on you.